Hello and welcome to BISP Solution. So friends, let's continue to our topic of Oracle Fusion Financials. Okay, in the previous sessions we were doing how to create a supplier. Okay, so we were stuck in the last session about the site. Okay, there is certain configuration has to be done while approval, so that I'm going to show you later, but right now I'm showing you how to add the site. So let's complete the creation of a supplier. Okay, so again we will go to the procurement and the supplier. Okay, we have created the two supplier, but we will create the supplier one there. Okay, so let's go to navigate, and here on the manage suppliers, and we just write a keyword to a supplier test. Okay, so here you can see we just go and click on the test button on the supplier name, and we will go and see. Okay, so now here you can see the site. Okay, so the site, so this icon has been added. Okay, there is certain settings, or you can say there is certain configuration has to be done in the approval management that I'm going to show you later. So this is basically the approval configuration that has been enabled. So just I got enabled it, and now we will go and create the site. Okay, remember the site is important, because without site the creation of the supplier is not complete. So here you can say the procurement view, we have already assigned the procurement business unit to this procurement agent, so this why it happens come here. Okay, so now we just search it. Okay, this is the address. Okay, so now you can see the address name. We have provided the address name and the site name as well. So the site name, if you want to change the site, you can just go and edit this. Okay, okay, so here you can see if you we can inactive this supplier from here as well. If we know that let's suppose there is a one-time supplier. Okay, and if and we know that we are going to inactive this supplier in a future day, so we can assign the date, so the Oracle, the application will understand, and the status of this supplier will go inactive. Okay, from that date. Here you can see the site purpose. Here it is the site purpose. What is the purpose of the site? Whether it is only the sourcing only, whether it has a purchasing, procurement card, pay, primary pay. So the when we just select the if you remember, we have select in the previous session the prospective and the spend authorization. So with the spend authorization, this feature has come up, and we add this purchasing and the pay here. Okay, so now here in the below you can see the general options. Here general is the identification number. Suppose if you want to address this site in the reporting to the income tax, you can check it sorry, and you provide the certain details. If you want any business to business like communication, we can just here. So after that we will just move ahead. Okay, so we click save, close. Okay, now we just go on the added option as well. Again, here you can see after saving it, you can see the all the great options now is become available. So we are want to give this, suppose we are going to give this purchasing. Here you can see the purchasing method, what purchasing we have to provide him. Okay, okay, what purchasing we have to provide it, you can see it is a communication method. Which method you wants to communicate with the supplier, you will be able to select it. Okay, suppose you want to give him, you want to communicate with that particular supplier with the email, fax, none, or print. Okay, suppose you want to post this manually, so you can take out the printout and you will go and print out. Okay, override B2B communication if there is. So how to control this, old all new purchasing documents, required documents, all these details you can come up here in the sprite options. Here, what is the shipping method you want to address to him? Okay, we can add a shipping method to him, freight terms, FOB. Suppose this is basically this option will be handy in doing the overseas business. Okay, if we have, if you can say, if you see there, if you see there, suppose we are having any supplier that is overseas, so we will just put this option here, the shipping method, what are the shipping, what are the FOB, and what are the country of region. We just provide the consigned inventory. If it is a consignee, suppose this is the supplier is of the consignee inventory, so this is we can add this. And further self billing, if we want to add the self billing, so this is the purchasing as well as the receiving. Suppose receiving, we are receiving ship to exception action we have taken, so we can just what actions we are doing to that particular receiving the invoice or receiving the consignment, we just choose it. Receipt routing number is also there, and all these information is provided for the receiving options as well. So again, here in the invoicing, in which invoicing we are going to do this. Okay, so we invoicing currency, we will choose the US dollar because we are doing in a US, and payment currency as well. So here in the control option under the invoicing, if you see, we choose the invoicing currency, we can add the invoice amount limit. So the system will understand that to this limit the invoice has to be created for the supplier. It means like, suppose we buy some products, or we have received some services from the supplier, and we just exceed the limit, so it will show you the option that you have exceeded the amount limit for this supplier. Okay, here the invoice match option is there. What is the that you going to match the option like consumption, advice, or the order, or the receipt. Okay, and the payment priorities like highly 1 2 3, we can number it. Okay, here is the quantity tolerance or amount tolerance level. The next option is come up for the payment hold controls, like you want to hold all invoices or not, or you want to hold unmatched invoices, whichever you options you want to use, you can use it. Okay, now the terms here, the terms comes the payment terms. We have already selected the payment terms, so we can choose the payment terms for this supplier, that is also provided by the supplier, that if you pay this and here, so we can choose the payment terms here as well. And the terms date basis, the term date basis here is a system date. Suppose we enter any invoice, so which date it will be recorded, from the system date, or the invoice received date, or the invoice date when the date is created, or the goods received date. Okay, and bank charges here is also there, and it will show you always discount and this. And if there is any third party payment relationship, so if there is any third party payment relationships, we can add this the third party payment relationships as well. So now we will go to the payments. The same will be the come here in the payments. Okay, we have to select any payment method, so we'll check we will just select this check option and click on the right button. So any payment methods will be going, it will be going from the check option. Okay, here is any bank accounts. Suppose you want to add any bank, you can add it bank, or the payment attributes, you can add the payment attributes here as well. So it will show you the payment delivery, and the payment specifications or separate remittance advice delivery as well. Okay, we are just not going to do this right now. We just select the check and move forward. Site assignments. Now the site assignment. What is the site assignment? Site assignment is basically the site we have created, so on which site the billing is going to done. So we can just add it manually, but or we can click on auto create assignments, that will create it auto created. So you can see we have assigned this site as well to the to a PRA UL Benz PRA legal entity or business unit. So it is automatically created this assignment. So the client BU is also there and the bill to is also there. Here you see the ship to location, bill to location. It may be the different or it may be the same. We will just choose a same here. Okay, to both of these options. Okay, so it can be the ship to location is that where the goods are going to locate, and the bill to location is means where the bill of this supply is going to do. So you can see ship to location and bill to location can be different, bill to BU is also different. So all the three locations can be different. Okay, here there comes up the liability distribution. Okay, the liability distribution we have already selected to this, that accounts payable, that we have selected the accounts payable there. If you want to make this liability distribution defaulted when we create any invoice, we can just add it here. Okay, the distribution side we have, if you remember, we have created the distribution side of rent, the rent expenses, and the okay, the distribution we have created. Okay, let's see whether we have created any distribution or not after this. Okay, then the qualification, if you want to add the qualifications, you can add it. Okay, suppose I am just telling this. Okay, let's go and see. Let's open up the duplicate tab and let's show you. Okay, so again we will go to a project. So again from the project we will go to the distribution sets, and the manage distribution set we haven't created the distribution. Okay, okay, so we will create the distribution site that we haven't created. Okay, now we created. Let's see whether we created or not first, then I'm going to tell you what I'm searching. Okay, let's we will create the okay, we will create a distribution site after this. Okay, so let's come here again. Okay, then we I will show you whether what distribution site is there. Okay, then we create to this distribution site and it will go move forward. Okay, so and after the qualification, here the qualification, if you want to add the qualification of this supplier, we can add it. So then now we click save and close. Okay, so now So now after the site we are going to create a contact. Okay, so we will create a contact is basically we have to create a contact after creating a site. It means giving any salutation to this, and the of course the name and the phone and mobile number to this. Okay, then we click save and close. Okay, it's selected, and you can see on the site as well the so if you want to add the qualification, you can add the qualification. So now so now the supplier we have created is completed. Test one supplier is a supplier here, and the test one to, supplier one we are not going to do from hit. Okay, so now this supplier has been created. Let's go and see whether we have missed out any point or not. Okay, here you can see the business qualification, products and services, transaction types, all these parts we have covered. Okay, address we have created, the site we have created, the contacts we have created, and the qualifications we have created. So save and close. Okay, so now this supplier has been created. Now after this supplier we are going to create a the distribution set. The distribution set I already explained you to distribute the expense or the goods, and along with that their along with their distribution. So let's go and create. Okay, let's go and create a distribution set. So our first distribution set is, if you remember, I have explained you the distribution set. Okay, here this is the distribution set I already explained you theoretically. So now how to apply on the this distribution set to the in the application. Okay, so so again from the task we just manage distribution set. Now we will give the we will give the let me search it whether we have created or not. Okay, okay, we just created the rent. Okay, rent distribution this side, and what is the distribution percentage is 100. Okay, so now we have to provide the combination here. 100% distribution site is to be paid. It means this is the full distribution, that all the amount will go to this distribution. There is no skeleton distribution site here. Okay, so now we will select this. As already you know, you see that the segments already created here, segments we have already defaulted. Now we have to just add the account. Okay, and we will add the account to rent. Okay, like you can say rent building. We choose the rent buildings and we click on OK. And here you can see that the combination of this distribution set of the rent have been completed. So why we give 100% distribution to this combination? Because it is a full distribution. All the invoice, all the amount will go to this. Okay, we click save and close, and now we create another distribution set that will be called you can say half full. Okay, so we provide, again we will give the PRA business unit here, and the name will be provide is the laptop. Okay, so the distribution set, again here the distribution percentage is very important and mandatory, whether it is 100% or it is 0. It will not be the like 50 or 20 or 30 like this. Okay, again we will create the distribution set, and we provide 90% distribution set to this combination. To which combination? We provide the computers. Okay, so we will add this computers. Okay, and now the 5% we will give the distribution set to the freight. Okay, the freight, of course, the computer is come up through something else with this delivery boy, so we have to give the freight. Okay, so we give the freight. Okay, so the next 5 is, of course, we provide the taxes. We have paid some taxes to this distribution while purchasing the laptop. Okay, and we search a tax, so we can just add it here. We can use the local taxes. Okay, or we can use automatic withholding tax. Okay, so okay, so you can see the 100% distribution is provided to this distribution site, at 90% to provide it to the, so the 90% amount of the 100% amount of laptop will go to the laptop, and 5% will go to this particular expense. We click save and close, and now we will click, now we will create the skeleton distribution as we have discussed in the previous sessions. Okay, we will just give the name only expense, and we give distribution percentage to 0. Why we provided 0? Because it is unknown how much distribution and how much percentage is to be distributed to the particular combination. Here first we give 0, and now we add a new combination, that is accommodation. Okay, okay, accommodation. Now give another combination. We will give this uh, we will give the taxi. Okay, so the third combination, we are going to give internet expenses or any other expenses. Okay, okay, so we created this distribution site, 3 distribution site here. Okay, so now we were just saying in the supplier creation that they provide when we create the site assignment, it provide the creation of it shows you the, so okay, so we click done, and now our distribution set has been completed, as well as a supplier has also completed. So now we have to provide the 3 roles. Okay, remember how to provide the 3 roles. First we have to assign the roles, then we have to do the data access user for users. Okay, so now we go to the role side again. Okay, we search a user. Okay, and now we assign the roles. 3 roles we have to assign. Okay, so 3 roles we have to assign to this user, so it can enter the invoices, or it open the invoices, or it can pay the invoices to the supplier. Okay, it means the payables option has to be open up after giving him after giving him the access of the accounts payable. Okay, so the first rules it is provided is that accounts payable manager. Okay, accounts payable manager. Okay, so the next role we provide him the accounts payable supervisor. Okay, accounts payable supervisor. So the third and most important, of course, it all was specialist. Okay, so these three roles we have to provide this. Okay, accounts payable manager, accounts supervisor manager job, and accounts specialist. Okay, after this we have to do the second step, that is providing data access user data access user for users. Okay, so we go to the project. Okay, we go to the project. So we go to a project. Okay, manage data access use for users. Okay, here we just provide it the data access to this user. Okay, the username is test. Okay, the role is, we have just given accounts payable manager, the business unit is there, and the context value pair. Again we give the username test1, the role we provide accounts payable specialist, business unit PRA. Okay, the third role we will provide again the test, accounts supervisor, business unit, or PRA. We click save and close, and now we're done. Now we will do the last step, is to give the LDAP. Okay, to give the effective of this is providing the LDAP. Okay, okay, we give the LDAP. Okay, we will wait for a few minutes, few time, and so a user has been created. Okay, so it's still running. Let's wait a minute or more. Okay, let's refresh it first. This is a sign of the refreshment. Let's refresh this, and let's see. So let's log out and log in back. Okay, now here you will see this payable options has been generated, and here you can see that we can go to the payables dashboard, the invoices, the payment. So this is the two options that I was telling you, that this will be open up when we provide the those roles to this user. Okay, So for today's sessions we will cover this only topic, and in the next session we will see these options, payments and invoices, and we will going to create some invoices and do further the topic. So thank you for joining the session. I hope that you will understand, and see you later. Thank you.